Hello everyone, welcome to this year's Hour of Code. My name is Gofiwa and I have volunteered with CSEd Botswana, and I'll be taking you through an activity of AI for oceans, but we will customize it to suit our environment or suit what we live with day by day. And did you know that farmers across Africa are using AI to help grow cassava crops? AI can detect pests and diseases and also help with the treatment. It can suggest treatment for the cassava crops. And I hope that you are going to enjoy the AI activity and how it works, and hope you have fun with it. To access our Hour of Code activity, AI in ocean or AI for oceans. So we're gonna go to our website code.org. You're gonna scroll down to find the activity. So you're gonna go to level 1. In level 1, what you're gonna find, it is a video e go bolelang gore AI ke eng and e bereka jang le gore what is machine learning. AI is part of machine learning. So ya go bolela gore machine learning ke eng and how does it work. So AI basically, it is artificial intelligence. So that word means artificial intelligence. So AI, you train it, you give it information, and what you give it, it is what it learns, and says using it only works with whatever it knows. So if it doesn't know some information, ga e ka respond ka how batlang ka teng. So for it to respond in a way you want it, you have to train it in a way you want it to respond. So we're gonna go to level 2 and actually begin our activity. So activity Aruna is based in the ocean. Recognition of animals and trash in the oceans. So already we are given instructions and guidance on what the activity does. What we have to do is to follow the instructions. Trainer AI ya rona ya guys go trainiwa, or in a way that we want it to be trained. So level 1, we are training, level 2, we are training AI gore e kgone go recognize the difference between thapi le matlakala. So e simolola ka go bolela how garbage affects marine life and everything that I've just said. So we train AI to recognize trash and a fish. So you click anywhere to continue, anywhere in the screen to continue. So this is our AI. Collect the data, and then it will recognize data when it is presented to it. Like I said, it doesn't know the difference between a fish and trash. So it will be presented with these images, and when as the user, you are supposed to click whether it is not a fish or it is a fish, so that AI can identify the difference between these objects that are presented or images that are presented to it. So these are the buttons, not fish and fish. So it will recognize a pattern. So it gets information by recognizing a certain pattern that you show. So ha ile gore go tlhomagane di-type, o bona o ntse o tlike di-type ya go recognize seo, but ha ile gore go na le o tlika matakala ya go recognize gore matakala raso se se lebegang jaana, a re type raso se se lebegang jaana, it will recognize it in that sense. So this is a fish. It is a fish. So we will click on the fish. This is not a fish. Not fish. So I'm gonna do this a little bit quick gore re kgone go the information out of you are able to make mistakes how o train AI ya gago go raya gore you have to be consistent gore e kgone go lemoga gore whatever you just did, or perhaps a mistake that you just did, is just a mere mistake, and you are training it in a way gore it recognize a pattern so this is actually an animal or this is not. So it will keep on popping out information, educational information, telling you what happens in the ocean. Like it says 17 billion pounds of plastic enter the oceans every year. So you continue, then you continue training your AI. This is not a fish. Like it says, if you make wrong choices, AI will repeat your mistakes. That's why there is need for that consistency in your training. So the more you give data, the more it learns. So I think we can just run our code to just see how far AI has learned pharologanyo ya a fish and just matakala. So let's continue and run our code. Yes, it will analyze random objects based on say gore o se rutile. So we're gonna run. Yes. We see that it recognized that bottle as a fish. So we need to train it more so that it recognizes that as trash and not a fish. So we're gonna go back to training our AI. So like it says, it identified these as fish, including this object here. It is not a fish, but it identified it as a fish. So we're gonna go back to training it again. Gore e kgone go recognize only fish and not the other stuff, or rather confuse it. So let's train again. Not a fish, not a fish, not a fish, not a fish, fish. So I'll just stop at 50 to see if it has recognized the difference. So far we had a problem with only that picture, but otherwise it recognized a lot of objects as not fish. Oh, that's my mistake. Okay, let me just stop at 60 because I made that mistake. Okay, this is the fish, I think. Fish, not it. Okay, let me continue and see if AI e kgone go harologanya whatever was left. Oh, we have a problem with the tire now. So let's just stop here and go back to training it. So until it gets right, it gets the objects right, we have to go back to training the AI. You see, all the tires are now fishes now, which is wrong. Yes, so far we have trained AI to identify whether objects are fish or not fish. So, but it does not decide whether it belongs to the water or it doesn't. Because they belong to the water, but they are not necessarily a fish per se, but they're still marine life. So which means AI will recognize those as not fish. So let's just run it and see. This is a seagull, and this is a turtle, and this is a whale. So everything here is not recognized as marine life or fish, rather. So we have to train AI to recognize these as part of the ocean as well, and they need to be protected from the trash. So let's train AI to recognize those animals. So that is what level 4 does. Level 4 now goes into training AI gore e recognize difference animals and just trash, or maybe different kinds of marine life. So this is what level 4 does. It will actually train AI to recognize such. Okay, it just teaches which objects has to be in the water and which shouldn't be in the water. So this is a fish, it belongs there. It's a bone, it doesn't. It does. Octopus. Yes, so we're gonna keep training so that AI recognizes more marine life. We have a fish, a dolphin here, another fish. I can eat an apple, carp, another one. Oh, that's my bad. Okay. The more data you provide, the better it will make for the AI gore kgone go separate these. So this is a seahorse, a starfish, a fish. So I think it needs a certain level of concentration gore kgone go recognize, provided o ira ka pela. So ga re o wholly concentrated and not distracted in any way, o kgona go recognize these objects or pictures ka pela. So let's just stop at 50 and see if it recognizes what belongs in the sea and what doesn't. I think so far it's every animal that we have seen. So I feel like we have trained it enough. Okay, let's just reach 100 and then we continue and run it and see if it recognizes what belongs in the water and what doesn't. That's a jellyfish. We have a fish here. Okay. Okay, we're left with a few. Then we are going to train AI. Oh, no, train, run and see if it has gotten enough information for any le kitso ya go harologanya between these. Oh, first 100. So I think re ka rana code to see if it does what it's supposed to do. So I think Honana, like it's asking, do you think it will do a better job at recognizing what belongs in the water and what doesn't? Kitari, given what we have trained it, it is good enough to actually recognize what belongs there and what doesn't. So yana arabona gore anne re se buang. Is it correct? So we can see the animals they like so an octopus, a snail, yeah. Oh, something wrong with that chicken. Mhm. Yes, animals like this naranja sana tsone. So I feel like it's good enough. So to correct these mistakes, tse di sesanyane tsa bo gore o itlhelele gore it has categorized a different thing as belonging to the water, the likes of here. Kararing, you go back to train AI so that it now does not recognize this eaten drumstick. So this eaten drumstick as part of marine life. So that's what you do. So let's just continue to level 5. Given that AI is able to recognize what belongs to the water, it's able to recognize whether things are trash or not. We have another video very different from the first one. So we do not watch the video and then go to level 6 of our AI for oceans. So this one it deals with data and biases. Hore ya mme AI how we trainer. I mean, is it concentrated at a certain feature or why trainer or recognize? So in this way, AI machine or AI and machine learning can be used to teach a computer new patterns, right? So let's teach AI a new word by showing it examples of what type of a fish. So ha ile gore re batla go trainer gore re batla something se red, se blue, se green. Ra go trainer gore blue re ra mmala o ntseng jang, green re ra mmala o ntseng jang, le red re ra mmala o ntseng jang. Or maybe it's a shape. Ra batla go trainer gore we're looking for a triangle, we're looking for a rectangle, and we're looking for a circular object. So wa go trainer gore so se sekele
ra se lebega jang. So se se red se lebega jang. So let's just choose red and train AI to recognize a red thing. So to actually be clear on your colors, the fins are not part of the color e leng gore ra go recognize. Ha e ntsana e yellow, but ha e ntsana e red. It is not purple, it is not green, it is yellow. So this is not red, this is red, this is red, a different kind of red, not red, not red, not red, not red, red, hella, hella, yellow. So I don't think it has enough to see. It has enough to recognize different colors. So I think let's just keep on training, maybe up to 50, and then we can see if it recognizes the color. So this is not red. Same applies to this one. So we will train it once we feel it has learned enough to actually recognize these colors.
Okay, thank you for joining us for AI for Oceans training, and I hope you have learned so much about AI and how AI can be applied in our everyday lives. Thank you.